Here to discuss is Jonathan Schanzer, Executive Director of the Foundation for the Defense of Democracies, and Ali Safavi from the National Council of Resistance of Iran. His brother was executed by Iran in the 1980s for his opposition to the regime. Ali, let's start with you. Who next? And what can you tell us about Larijani?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for inviting me to your show. When it comes to who will be the next leader of Iran, I think it is the Iranian people who will determine that. Today, our president-elect, Mariam Rajabi, announced a provisional government based upon her 10-point plan, which calls for holding free elections in Iran no later than 6 months after the fall of the regime to elect a constituent assembly which will draft the future constitution of the new republic. And of course, that will determine who the next leader of Iran will be. People of Iran will vote for that. That said, when it comes to Ali Larijani, he's a regime stalwart. He was the head of the Iranian state radio and television for 10 years. He was a parliament speaker for 2 terms, 8 years, and he was a member of the Supreme National Security Council for many years. So he indeed is one of the most hardline elements of the Iranian regime, and that is precisely why he was elevated to the position that he has today by Khamenei when he was thinking of what will happen if, in fact, some war breaks out. Mm-hmm. As to Reza Pahlavi, obviously he is a relic of the past. His father, people of Iran, threw out of Iran for his brutal dictatorship as his grandfather. So when it comes to any game plan for the future of Iran, Reza Pahlavi doesn't even have a seat on the bench. The Iranian people are not going to overthrow the mullah's regime to replace it with a dictator. Right. As far as they are concerned, there's no difference between a crown and a turban.
Jonathan, your thoughts on succession here, because the worst thing that could happen, one of the worst things that could happen, is that you decapitate this regime, and another regime of future terrorists is in place.
Well, that's right. And I think right now, here's what I would look at. There are 3 different sets of people that have been cultivated by outsiders. We got the CIA, you got the Mossad, and you've got the Crown Prince, all cultivating people on the ground, hoping that they may be able to step in, but nobody is going to stick their neck out until they know this regime has fallen. The thing that I'm watching for right now, though, is whether Donald Trump is trying to pull off another Venezuela. In other words, decapitate the regime, as we have just seen today, 40 top leaders gone, and then try to find out who the pragmatists are a little bit further down the chain who might be willing to work with the United States and to keep things stable until a new regime can be put into place, voted in by the Iranian people. I don't know which way we go here, but I don't think we're going to see people stick their necks out right now, knowing that the regime is willing to kill 30, 40,000 people on the streets for protesting their oppressive regime.
Yeah, stick their necks out to get their heads chopped off. Jonathan and Ali, thank you very much. Good to see both of you.